iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Motorsports and racing cars is a big part of the heritage here at G-Stone Motors. Todd and I have been racing each other for years. I love the one-on-one competition. It comes bottom line, we're all behind each other and support each other with everything we do. I think that says a lot about our company's culture. I'm Vince Quinville, Service Manager at G-Stone Motors.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans. You see down below, that's the Eldora Speedway here in Ohio. Here tonight for the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series, brought to us by the 802 iRacing League. Well, it's getting down to the nitty-gritty, race fans. Here, the big track at Eldora will play host to, well, what is just 4 nights of racing left. Here tonight at Eldora, next week at Volusia, then we go to the dirt track at Charlotte, and we finish things up at Oswego. So it is the big track swing part of the season, which is 4 races left coming into the night. The Super Dirt Car Series passing points tonight looking like it is still sitting with Logan Wentz 2 points over Sam Bachman. Dean Reynolds last week picking up a bunch of points. He now sits 3rd overall in that Super Dirt Car Series passing points. He has 12 overall coming into the evening. The regular point standings coming into the night, it is Sam Bachman on top of that one by a 7-point margin. His 3 wins to Dean Reynolds, just 2 wins is what separates them in the top 2 points. Mike Brewer, who missed last week due to his child's birth. Mike, congratulations and the whole Brewer family on adding a +1. He sits 3rd in the championship standings with Anthony Roselli sitting 4th. Scotty Riome, yeah, so that is Scotty Riome, sitting 5th overall in the championship standings, just 1 point back from Anthony Roselli. Those points are sure to be shaken up here as we get ready tonight. These drivers making their way. You see the cars are down onto the inside. Let's get that G-Stone Motors starting lineup here for heat race number 1. Starting on the front row here in heat race number 1 is going to be the driver out of the Thunder Ridge Racing Stables. Car number 28, that'll be Jeff Sharp. To the outside of him, driving car number 639. He's back here tonight. That is Dylan Kinsey in car number 639. He'll start P2. To the inside, row number 2, driving car number 11. That'll be the Wheeler. That is Kelly Wheeler in car number 11, starting P number 3. Starting back in 4th, that's the driver that we were shocked to see sitting in 5th in the championship standings. Only kidding, only kidding. It's the car number 4, the Full Throttle Motorsports number 4 of Scott Riome. And here is the new Papa, car number 39 out of Pennsylvania. That'll be Mike Brewer starting into the 5th spot. Brandon Grant at car number 4 will start back in 6th, while it's the 213 of Mike Vitale. He is back there sitting into the 7th spot. And how about the driver, the 2K entry? That'll be Harold Clump back there, starting shotgun to the field. 8 cars, 5 to qualify. Last time I did the actual Uno Doses and Traces here tonight, race fans. 24 cars go to the feature event here tonight after all the heat race competition. 24 cars did sign in here at the Eldora Speedway. So we'll have a full field for 35 laps of feature competition here tonight at Eldora. Coming up after our heat races, we are slotted for 3 heat races. 3 heat races here tonight. So we'll go 3 heat races. We'll lock everybody actually into this feature, so we don't have to worry about that last chance qualifier. Ready to go, though, this time off turn number 4 as the iRacing.com pace car makes its way to the safety of pit road. Kenzie Sharp here will lead us to turn number 1. Great start by the 639 there. The Full Throttle Motorsports black and yellow machine down the back straightaway will lead us here. As they're 3 wide back there for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Scott Riome up around the boards. The 11 Wheeler in the middle, down to the inside there. That is car number 39. That is Mike Brewer, trying to see if he can get anything down on the bottom side of the speedway working for him here. Lap number 1 did go to the number 639. We'll see if anybody can battle back here. That time by at the line, Jeff Sharp would put the top 5 cars under the blanket. Brewer making the inside work, seeing if he can pull even to the inside there. 3-car battle now for the front spot. Brewers picked up 2 here in the first 3 laps. Trying to go for more. Look at them as they come off turn 2 down the back straightaway. It is all Kinsey now out front with a 3-wide battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. That is Riome to the outside. That is Sharp in the middle. The Brewer down on the bottom side. He's trying to get that Full Throttle Motorsports number 39 Kubota entry. Couple spots higher. Couple spots here in your heat race. That's a couple rows actually in the feature here tonight. And we're going to see 3 to go for Dale this time by Kinsey, Brewer, Riome, Sharp, Wheeler, Grand, Vitale, and Klump is how they all came across the line. 1 driver high and wide that time out of the corner. That was the number 4 of Brandon Grand. There you see the pink and white entry. He was up into the outside wall with those neon green, I believe that is. Call it neon green letters. This time we're going to go ahead. We're going to go the old popsicle sticks. Look at the run here by the B4 entry. Garand had a heck of a run, but this time by, they're going to see the white silk. It'll be one more time around here. One more time around. It is all Dylan Kinsey out front. Dylan Kinsey going to pick up a heat race win here at Eldora on his return. It'll be Kinsey, Riome, Brewer, Wheeler, Sharp, Grand, Vitale, and I believe Harold Clump. Yes, it is. And the 2K entry will finish back there. That's how heat race number 1 concludes here tonight. So a heck of a heat race here for the first one tonight. Hope these drivers in heat race number 2 are ready to rock and roll here just like those guys were. They put on a heck of a show. So we're lined up heat race number 2 just like this. The driver of the yellow number 27 here tonight, it's Mr. Sean Green. He will start there, P number 1. To the outside, he was having one of his best runs ever last week. Cody Harrison, car number 20, will roll from P number 2. How about last week? He picked up a heat race win. Car number 16, Matt Barber, will start back into P number 3, while to be the agent. The 007 of Sam Bachman will roll from P number 4. It's Anthony Roselli in his number 7 Van Sickle Electric entry. He'll roll from P number 5. And JD, I know Dean Reynolds messaged me over the week trying to tell me how to actually say that. DeRosier. Dean, I'm going to mess it up 10 ways till next race season, I'm telling you. But hey, JD in car number 29 going to roll from the 6th spot. Glenn Sharp going to start in his number 99, P number 7. And then it's going to be Logan Wentz, car number 18, rolling from the 8th position here. So another 8 cars all to qualify into our feature event here tonight. Who are you pulling for, race fans out there? Who's going to pick up heat race number 2? Is it going to come from the front row, or is it somebody like Glenn Sharp from the trunk here tonight? iRacing.com. Pace track going to make that left-hand turn to the safety of the infield. Ready to rock. 8 laps. 3 wide already down into turn 1. They didn't want to waste any time looking at 4 wide. They funnel back into 3 wide for the race lead as they work down the back straightaway. Lap number 1, who's it going to go to as they come out of 4? Drag race, Yellow Submarine, the 27. Green out front. It's Green, Bachman, Roselli, Harris, Barber, JD, Wentz, and Sharp as they work. Look at them, almost 4 wide. This track here tonight, very wide here at Eldora. These drivers going to be able to see it all night long. 3, 4, possibly even 5 contact. 1 to the inside there, 1 up top. Green going to barrel into the outside wall. His night's going to end up to the infield. Don't worry, race fans. I told you, everybody going to make the feature event here tonight. So Green just going to have to take it to the infield. He'll pull out the old, we're calling it a backup car. Remember, we got those virtual cars out here tonight. JD also going to join him down to the infield. 3 wide battle still back here for third. You got Wentz, Barber, and Harris. Harris has the run. He'll take the spot down into 1. Brand new paint scheme on the Logan Wentz entry. Almost didn't realize it here tonight. There you see the number 18 Full Throttle Motorsports entry. The white, believe that's a little bit of pink and some blue up in there. So a little more rubbing and racing. Bachman not quite able to get away. Anthony Roselli is right there. Both drivers have picked up 3 spots as the popsicle sticks 2 more times around the half mile here tonight at Eldora. Heat race number 2, just as good as heat race number 1. Look at this battle hack here. Cody Harris, great run off too. He'll go to the bottom side here. He's got Barber to the outside. Can he find a little grip to slide up? He will, as the white silk will fly. It's Bachman, Roselli, Barber, and Harris down into 1. Wentz is still sitting there into the 5th spot as you see the slide jobs being exchanged. This time, though, into 3 and 4. Bachman's going to go to the bottom side. He'll slide himself. It'll be Sam Bachman, Anthony Roselli. Battle here. Give it to Barber, Harris, Sharp, and Wentz having problems on the final lap here tonight. So Bachman going to pick up 3 to beat out Anthony Roselli. So the agent putting in work here tonight. Bachman going to have a good starting spot here tonight in our feature race here just a little bit. One more heat race, though, tonight, and they will come to the grid looking like this. Starting on the front row of this one, it's the Pacemaker Racing Team, number 67. That'll be Ty Dickinson. Dickinson in car number 67, starting P number 1. To the outside of him, he's back in car number 44 here this week. That'll be Dustin Coggin. Coggin rolling from P2. And this driver just a couple hours ago had a picture of some hockey. I don't get it, hockey race fans. He lives in Syracuse, New York, piloting the Super Dirt Car Series number 79. That'll be Dean Reynolds. He'll start P number 3. Clay Christopherson in car number 51 will roll from the 4th starting spot here tonight. And Speedy Brissett, he has a couple of wins here at Eldora. He'll start car number 3 and P number 5. Lawson in the Venom Racing number 9 will start back there into the 6th spot. And how about Ryland Banks, car number 76, making his debut with the series. He'll start back into 7th, while Stephen Brissett was the final driver to make his way into the Eldora Speedway. He will start back into the 8th spot. Another 8 drivers out there, put another 8 laps up on the board, and let's get this one ready to go next time by, as the iRacing.com pace truck will make its way to the infield. Kinsey and Bachman have picked up their heat race respective wins here tonight. Who will pick up the final heat race win? Will it come from, well, Ty Dickinson? Looks like there's Susie out there tonight pulling for the old Dirty Dig performance, number 67 of Ty Dickinson. Coggin will start to the outside. Maybe we'll see Speedy Brissett. I told you, race fans, he has a win. A handful of them here at Eldora. What about Ryland Banks? What does the newcomer, we'll say, of the series have underneath the bonnet of car number 76? He'll start to the inside of the final row. iRacing.com pace truck off, ready to rock and roll. Put another 8 laps up on the board. Let's go this time. Great start by everybody as Reynolds was already looking 3 wide out of 2, and he'll make it 3 wide there into number 3. I go, as because I looked up, I saw the 44, and he was gone. Lap number 1, going to go to the 67, though, of Ty Dickinson. Where did the number 44 go? Well, that is going to be Dustin Coggin, and right now he is stuck in the old sucker hole back there trying to battle for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th position. Lap number 2, going to go in the books, going to give it to the number 79 of Dean Reynolds. Reynolds leading the charge here as he's already picked up 2 spots. But the number 67, Ty Dickinson, going to try and cross over down the back straightaway, this time into 3. The Dirty Dig Performance entry going to be able to slide up in front of the number 79. He had the hole. He's not going to take the slider. Here comes the 51. Clay Christensen down into the corner. They're going to make a little contact. Going to rough up that number 67. Dickinson now going to lose a little ground. He's going to fall all the way back into the 5th position here with 5 laps to go. Clay Christensen takes over second. Here's Brian Lawson to the outside of them. Racing number 9, having himself a whale of a run here early on, as you see them all as we zoom it out just a little bit for your race fans. See all of them right there in the picture frame. It's the 79 of Reynolds still leading the way. Reynolds leading the way, and with 3 laps to go, he's starting to open up the gap here between him and the number 9 of Lawson and the number 51 of Clay Christensen. Here comes now the 03 of Speedy Brissett. They're going to bang bars down the back straight away. They banged a little bit of those bars, and now Speedy Brissett, that bottom side, looks like the run that 03 had. It went away as the old popsicle sticks. Throw them up, dump them out. It'll be 2 more times around. Here comes that 67, Ty Dickinson, trying to come back into the battle. There's Coggin right there. There's also Brissett and Banks just back there trailing, waiting to see if there is a hole as the white silk will fly on the final heat race of the night. Dean Reynolds trying to pick it up, but we got great racing action back here for 3rd, 4th, 5th. You name it, they have a battle. Dean Reynolds looking like he's going to walk away here on this one and pick up another heat race win. He'll have a good starting spot. It will be Reynolds. It'll be Christopherson. Give it to Lawson, Coggin, Brissett, Dickinson, Brissett, and Banks as they all came across the line. A heck of a battle there for all those drivers. How about it? Just taking a peek at it, race fans, seeing where we're going to go from here on tonight's event. We always have a floating event calendar here to see where we will end up. It does look like we will go into our little bit of a warm-up session here tonight for these 24 drivers. All the drivers that you saw here in our feature, well, in our heat race competition, we'll head to our feature racing competition, 35 laps here tonight at the Eldora Speedway, brought to us by our friends at G-Stow Motors. G-Stow Motors, located in Middlebury, Vermont, your family-owned, operated, and certified Ford dealer. Make sure you head over there and see the Stone family and just check it out. You never know what's on the lot, and if it's not on the lot, race fans, I'm telling you, they can order it for you. It's the way that it's kind of been since 2020. Everybody coming in, and we order you a car. Head on over to G-Stow Motors and find your next tow rig to get you up and down to the races. Race fans, we're going to take a quick step away. We'll be right back here at the Eldora Speedway with your feature competition here tonight.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
McDonough, one of the co-owners of Woodware. I work with Drew and my dad Brian, and we've been here for a long time. We have a great relationship with G-Stone Motors. They've always taken great care of us. I remember when I was a kid riding in G-Stone box trucks. The G-Stone service department has been great. They get us back on the road as soon as we need. If we don't have our vehicles, we're not doing business, and so they always make sure that we're able to operate, at our highest level. It's been a great relationship.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Eldora Speedway. You see nobody on track right now as these drivers getting the final instruction here tonight for our 35-lap feature here tonight at Eldora. Coming into the night, it was Sam Bachman with a 7-point lead over Dean Reynolds. Both drivers picking up their respective heat race wins here tonight, so they're going to have some great starting spots here tonight at Eldora to see who will be able to possibly pick up a win. You just never know. It could be somebody from the front. It could be somebody from the trunk. It's the only race we race here this year at the Eldora Speedway, so it's anybody's ball game coming in. Tonight, though, with just 4 races left, it's really going to start to get tight between those two drivers. We'll see after tonight's feature event. All drivers making their way to the starting lineup, so what do you say we get that one here tonight for you race fans? Looking like this. This is your starting lineup here tonight at Eldora. Starting on the front row, he picked up a heat race win. It's car number 639. That'll be Dylan Kinsey. To the outside of him, it's the 007. It's the Bachman entry of Sam Bachman. Row number 2, it's the hockey enthusiast. Car number 79 of Dean Reynolds. He'll start P3. Starting into the 4th spot and driving car number 4 out of New York, this will be Scotty Riome. And how about the driver out of Pennsylvania, just 1 spot back, starting to the inside of row number 3. That'll be car number 7, the Van Sickle Electric number 7 of Anthony Roselli. Clay Christopherson, car number 51, will start into the 6th starting spot here tonight. And the new Papa, car number 39 of Mike Brewer, will start in 7th. Matt Barber in car number 16 from north of the border. He will start there into the 8th spot. Brian Lawson in the Venom Racing Stables number 9 will start 9th, his best starting spot of the season. Starting back into the 10th spot here tonight, car number 11. That will go ahead and be Kelly Wheeler. Back into the 11th starting spot here tonight. That'll be car number 20 of Cody Harris. See if he can continue his real good run that he had last week. Go awry late in that one with Speedy Brissett. Season 1 champion. He'll start back in 12th. 13th on the call here tonight out of the Thunder Ridge Racing, car number 28. That'll be Jeff Sharp. He'll have Glenn Sharp to the outside of him in car number 99. Starting in 15th, it'll be car number 44 of Dustin Coggin with Brandon Grant and car number 4 starting in 16th. 17th here tonight, the Full Throttle Motorsports number 18 of Logan Wentz with Ty Dickinson and car number 67 alongside starting in 18th. 19th to go to Michael Vitale, then it's going to be Sean Green starting 20th. 21st to be Steven Brissett with Harold Klump. JD in car number 29 pulling out a backup car, and then it'll be Rylan Banks starting back there. It'll be 35 laps as you see them all side by side on turn number 4. The fire is on here as the loud pedals come to life. Great start. Everybody able to make it through turns 1 and 2. They're all chasing Kinsey, though, with Reynolds. Here comes Bachman trying to roll that outside. Little contact back there between Roselli and I believe that was the number 4 of Scotty Riome. They made contact, and it looks like everybody was able to keep on rolling here tonight. 3-car battle at the front of the field to see which driver can have the top spot. It's still going to be Kinsey, but it looks like Bachman has something going. No trouble to the outside of turn number 1. I believe that is the 99 of Glenn Sharp. Has been stopped up against the outside. It looks like he's going to get it rolling down the banking here. We'll have to go back and see what happened to the 99 of Glenn Sharp here in just a couple of seconds. Being told him and Kelly Wheeler may have made a little contact. Does look like everything is up on that number 99. Is looking at it a little closer. It looks like never mind. He's going to need to go to one of those dreaded backup cars early here. Take a look back. Watch the 99 of Glenn Sharp to the outside. Oh, Wheeler had some problems getting into the corner and nowhere to go. You also saw the 4, Brandon Garand, getting involved. Believe I saw another car. I believe that was Rylan Banks. Just being able to get through. So a rough start there for Sharp and Wheeler. Grant also getting some contact. I'm not sure if he had to go pull out a backup car. Let's take a look at him. It looks like he still got the same one rolling out there onto the speedway. So we'll keep a close eye on that one here. As we get the one to go, everybody lined back up. It's still going to be Kinsey to the inside with Reynolds to the outside. And it's going to be Bachman and Roselli, the next two drivers. After that, it's going to be Brewer in the 51 of Clay Christopherson. That's your top 6 drivers as we get ready to go back racing here. Just a handful of laps in the books here tonight at the Eldora Speedway. We'll go with 3 laps in the books here once we take the green flag. Caution laps do not count here tonight. Kinsey says, chase me if you can. Back to racing. One driver on the outside not getting a good start. That's the Van Sickle Electric number 7 of Anthony Roselli. There comes Brewer underneath the Van Sickle Electric number 7, but the first lap back to green going to go to the number 639 of Dylan Kinsey. Kinsey continuing to lead tonight's race, but look at him. Let's zoom it out a little bit for you race fans. Use that high and wide camera angle. Look at them all spread out. Oh, contact! Contact there between Brian Lawson and the number 20 of Cody Harris. They made contact. Everybody able to keep going, but it looking like maybe a right front shock not looking like it's standing upright quite on that number 9 of Brian Lawson. Just trying to look at it, and you can see a little bit of damage as the body is rolled over just a little bit, but there is a 4-wide battle up here inside the top 5. 4-wide battle, and that has Reynolds to the outside, has Roselli, then Brewer, then Christopherson working down around the bottom side. They work it out 2 by 2. They go down to the corner. Little contact there from Roselli and Reynolds as it's right now Kinsey, Bachman, Roselli, Reynolds as they come across the line to complete lap number 6. Christopherson back there in 5th, and it's Brewer, Barber, Reome, and Sharp. Wentz holding that 10th position right now. Remember, he had to start tail of the field. He had problems in his heat race coming to the checkered flag out of turn number 4. So he had to start way deep. 17th starting spot here tonight for Logan Wentz. He's already up inside the top 10. He's the biggest mover and shaker here tonight in our early standing. Sideways for the number 9, though, of Brian Lawson. He's still trying to get a handle back on that car. Him and Dustin Coggin got to make a little contact that time out of turn number 4 as they work down the front straightaway. Coggin going to try to turn under here through 1 and 2. Oh, can't quite get the bite because there is the 213. Michael Vitale was right there. Here comes Ty Dickinson. Dickinson got on number 67 down to the inside. Got that dirty dig performance. Number 67 trying to dig down low. 3-wide battle towards the front, though. There you see Reynolds, Christopherson, and along with Brewer. Brewer going to go from the inside. He's going to swing it way to the outside. See if he can get a little momentum built up. Right now, they're choo-choo train. Kinsey, Bachman, and Roselli at the front of the field. It'll be just 25 laps to go. 10 in 25 left here tonight. Reynolds on that outside trying to make a charge, but here comes that 51. The full throttle motorsports number 51, Christopherson, working the bottom side of the speedway. He's also got Barber down there. Brewer went to the top. Bachman, though, up into that second position, trying to get the 007 entry around Dylan Kinsey. One driver up into the wall there. That was the number 79 of Team Reynolds as he exited turn number 2. Got that right rear tire up into the wall. Not quite biting like one of those sprint cars here tonight. It bounced off it, and it looked like it was more monster truck style. That time he exits out of turn 2 looking pretty good. A little bit deeper into the field here tonight. One driver that has had a hard start here tonight, number 11 of Kelly Wheeler, back into the 19th position. He did start shotgun to the field on that restart. He has picked up 5 spots, but man, does he have a long road to hoe, which is 22 laps remaining here tonight at Eldora. Another driver that's been able to make a little headway, the number 27 is Sean Green. He's back here into the 15th spot. He's locked in a heavy battle with car number 67. That is Ty Dickinson down to the middle groove. You see the yellow number 27, Sean Green, working the outside. Just can't quite go anywhere. He's got +5, and then it kind of stopped right there. He's been there for the last handful of laps, just locked in that battle. It's a log jam back there for about the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th position right now. Nothing has changed at the front, though. It's still Dylan Kinsey as they got 20 to go. They're getting 19 this time by at the line. It'll be Kinsey, Bachman, Roselli, Reynolds, Brewer, the top 5 as they all come across the line. Everybody's starting to migrate themselves to the top of the speedway here. This track going to go through Oh boy, I said it's going to go through a transition. Here comes Brewer. He says, I'm not waiting. Slide job here on Reynolds. Brewer now going to get to the 4th spot, but here comes the crossover, and there goes that number 79 right back by. He'll slide up out of turn number 2 this time. He'll take back P number 4. Brewer's there again. Does he go to the bottom? He does, but Dean Reynolds going to try and throw a little bit of a block. He throws it so Brewer can't throw the slider. Brewer able to hold serve, though, with him. Now here comes Barber. Barber going to go down to the inside. Can he slide both? Can he get a 2-for-1? No, he can't, and he cannot get back up in line. Here comes that number 51. Christopherson now going to plug the hole that was to the outside. So it's Reynolds, Brewer, and Christopherson right around the top side, running 4th, 5th, and 6th. Barber now going to fall back into that 7th spot, and he'll slap it off the wall. Slaps it off the wall down there in turns 1 and 2. That'll give Christopherson an opportunity now. Dean Reynolds going to look up there, and he's going to slide down just about a half a groove, block the advances by the number 51 of Clay Christopherson. This is the battle that's going on for just that 4th, 5th, and 6th position. Remember, Kinsey, Bachman, and Roselli have kind of checked out here on the field. They've been playing pretty nice, but not no more. Here comes the Van Sickle Electric number 7. He'll slide up in front of the 007, but Bachman going to hammer back down, cross him over down the front straight away. He'll cross him over, and now does he slide up in front of the Van Sickle Electric number 7? He does not. He'll allow Anthony Roselli the racing room. They're starting to drop a couple car lengths, though, to that number 639 of Dylan Kinsey. As this time by, they will see 13 laps remaining here. It's Kinsey, it's Roselli, it's Bachman, the top 3. And then that battle that we were talking about, we followed them, and we got sidetracked just a little bit. It's still Reynolds in the 4th spot, Christopherson in that 5th spot, and then it's Barber. Now Brewer is back to running in 7th. As they all battle each other, Logan Wentz, remember we talked about him starting back into the 17th spot. He's already now worked himself up into the 8th spot. He's right behind this battle. He's running that middle groove, just kind of where nobody else has been, as everybody else pretty much migrated to the top. Brewer down to the bottom. He goes catfishing here, seeing if he can find something. Reynolds opened up the door. Here comes that 51, Clay Christopherson, but Reynolds going to drive it in deep down into turn number 1. He'll slide up in front of everybody. He'll keep that position. Right now, Reynolds still holding on to 4th place as he's fighting hard here tonight. Brewer still down around the bottom side, see if he can find anything. Christopherson going to run down there into turns 1 and 2, right on the door of that number 79 of Dean Reynolds. These are not the only battles on the Speedway race, fans, but these are the battles closest to the podium positions as we got 10 laps to go. It'll be 9 to go this time. Can Reynolds get back? You saw Christopher slide him and get that spot. Reynolds going to drive it in deep, way deep. 3-wide battle here. Reynolds going to try and block. Oh, Brewer! Into the inside wall. Mike Brewer in car number 39 looked like he was going to be able to have himself a 2-for-1 slider, and then he got the inside wall with that left front tire, but he'll get bailed out here as there's caution on the speedway. Being told Michael Vitale, number 213, having some issues along with Kelly Wheeler. Brandon Grant, Steven Brissett also having some problems, so we're taking a page back with just 9 laps to go. Pump the brakes, race fans. It looked like we were gearing up for one heck of a battle. Now we're just lining them all back up side by side. Well, we're going single file, actually. We're under 10 to go. Take a look at this replay, though. There's Harris. Oh, Brandon Grant got fed a right rear. Steven Brissett nowhere to go. He's spun around the number 4, having some major issues here. Let's see if we can get another angle at it. There's the 4, there's the 20, and Harris up the speedway just a little bit, and that's what gets into that number 4. And look at Steven Brissett. He spun around like a tap dancer here tonight. So that's what will put us under the second caution flag of the evening here tonight at Eldora. It was one heck of a battle. First, second, and third ran away with it. They looked like they were going to settle it between themselves. But now we're going to get Brewer. And remember, Brewer, because we do not count the caution laps. We did not quite get back to the start-finish line for those drivers. Brewer was locked in the battle with Reynolds, Clay Christopherson, and the number 16 of Matt Barber. Brewer was at the line last time by, so he's going to get that spot back. The question is how much damage is done to that number 39 of Brewer. He'll restart back into the 4th spot. Kinsey, Roselli, Bachman, Brewer, Reynolds, the top 5. It'll be 8 laps to go. We take the green flag. Here we come. Great start by Kinsey as he'll go down to the bottom side. He'll be able to hold serve as they exit turn number 2. One driver going to kiss the outside wall. That was the 39 of Brewer. Brewer goes to the bottom side, seeing if he can make anything happen. Kinsey, Roselli, Bachman, Brewer, Reynolds, the top 5. Down to the bottom side, just one driver. That was the 51 of Christopherson. Now Brewer goes back to the bottom side. 6 to go. The top 3 starting to run away again. Reynolds going to throw the slider on the 39. Brewer with a crossover. There'll be 3 wide. More contact. Brewer almost got sandwiched. It'll be the high 5 this time by to be just 5 more times around the speedway here tonight for Kinsey, Roselli, Bachman. Christopherson still working the bottom side. Brewer working the bottom side. You got Reynolds and Barber up top. Lawson just behind them, battling. Oh, contact there. The number 29, Sharp made contact with the 9. So they're side by side. Here comes Dustin Coggin. He'll try to go around the outside. And how about Ty Dickinson? Trying to battle inside the top 10. 4 to go. Back to the front of the field. It's still Kinsey, Roselli, Bachman. As here comes Roselli, he'll run the middle, groove this time down in 3 and 4. Maybe he thinks he's got a little more bite in that Van Sickle Electric. He's got the bite in and center, but not off. Now here comes that 007 of Bachman again. The expert installation 007 of Bachman, seeing if he can get one more spot here tonight, as we're going to see the old popsicle sticks being wound up. It'll be 2 more times around the Eldora Speedway here tonight. 2 more times. Kinsey, Roselli, Bachman. Slide job here by Bachman. It looked like it, but he's not going to complete it. The white silk is up. Kinsey just trying to run away and get this one. There's a slider by Bachman. He'll park it on the nose of Anthony Roselli. Roselli going to try and protect now, as now here comes Reynolds. Reynolds trying to take advantage. As it'll be Kinsey picking up the win with Roselli, and it looks like Bachman lifted at the line, and it's going to go to Dean Reynolds. At the line, dead even for that second, third, and fourth position, but it is Dylan Kinsey picking up the win. We'll tell you that as you see him coming down to the front straightaway. It'll be Kinsey, Roselli, and I'm being told that will be Dean Reynolds. Bachman will fall from second all the way to fourth on the final lap, and it'll be Clay Christopherson sitting there into P number 5. Barber, Brewer, Dickinson in 8th, Sharp in 9th, and Lawson will round out the top 10 unofficial results here tonight from the Eldora Speedway. Race fans, we're going to take a quick step away. We'll be back with the top finishing drivers here tonight right after this.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back to Eldora here tonight, race fans. The G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series presented by the 802 iRacing League put on the best show, race fans. And I tell you all the time, these guys put on whale of a shows. And then at the end, I tell you, don't take it from me. So what do you say? Let's not take it from me. Let's hear from the top three finishers, starting off with the driver that'll finish number 1 here tonight. How about the driver of that 639? How about Dylan Kinsey? Tonight, everybody just tried to find a way to get around you.
Yeah, I had some speed, but early on I was holding Sam up, and I felt like I was holding Roselli up a little bit. But early in the race, it was kind of one lane in the middle, and then I kind of opened up to the top toward the end. So I don't know. It's a good run to come back after a few months off because of work, but a win is a win, so I'll take it. How
quick was the Eldora Speedway here tonight? Early. It looked very racing, a lot of 3-wide racing behind you guys, but that top 3, you, Roselli, and Bachman, all migrated to the top, and it looked like you guys were just gone.
Yeah, track had, it changed quick. I don't know if it's just because I've been off for a while, but it just felt like the lanes changed quick. Middle had a ton of grip for a while, and you could see the marbles just building up. And then that caution came out, and then the lanes kind of changed a little bit. And then, I don't know, I think it was maybe before the last caution, the lane changed in 3 and 4, and that's when I went all the way to the top at 3 and 4. But that track felt pretty good, felt better than the heat race. I was glad that, there was a little bit of cushion to hold you a little bit up top.
Picks up a heat race win and says, well, the track can get better. I don't know what more you could have done here tonight because you picked up your heat race win. You picked up the feature win. What do you say, though? It's your first time back in a couple of months, you said. We got 3 races left. Are we going to see you the rest of the season?
Oh, yeah. It just depends on snow. I'll make them if it's not snowing. But it feels great. I would have took a top 5, but a win is even better. So I just got to thank all the guys at FTM. Always busting my chops because I'm not around, but I'm back, so I don't know what they'll have to say about that, but I got to thank DJ for the wrap, Gunnar at Swan Speed Shop, Dean Reynolds at Super Dirt Car, you, Roger, for the broadcast, and everyone at 802 that makes it happen, and I got to thank G-Stone for sponsoring it.
There you have it. He takes a couple of months off, goes and plays in the snow, comes back here and tells these boys, you better get good. Dylan Kinsey tonight, picking up our 35-lap feature here tonight at the Eldora Speedway. Driver that'll finish there in P number 2. He was running for his life at the end. How about it, Anthony Roselli? A great run for you. Top 3 all night long. And then late in this one, a little contact.
Yeah, I just got to start off apologizing to Sam there. I just misinterpreted how much he was going to slide there, and I absolutely did not mean to get into him there. That was all on me. But I mean, at the end of the day, he kept going, so that was good. I just never want to do that to anyone, especially on the last lap. But overall, really good night. Was pretty worried early on with a little bit more of a poor qualifying effort, but found some speed in the heat and then just made the right moves at the right time in the feature. I don't think I really would have had anything for Dylan there. I got under him one time, and then after that, I really couldn't keep it close to him there. I used up a lot of right rear, had like 68% right rear, so it probably sealed up after that caution. It just really didn't go, but still so much fun racing with these guys, and it was a great night for sure.
All right, throw the sim wheel away. I saw a picture floating around on Facebook. Tell me about it. You know which one I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna be doing the real thing this summer, like about 3 or 4 times in my brother's Sportsman, because he's moving up to the modified division weekly. Probably either at Accord or Afton this year. So if you're around, come on out, watch me wheel it up in the rookie class.
Well, when the car comes cruising by Kutztown, beep the horn and I'll jump on in. We'll go for the weekend.
Will do.
But hey, what do you say? Who's on the side of this virtual one and who's on the side of the real one coming up this season?
Yeah, just gotta.
Well, race fans, I think the cat may have Anthony Roselli's tongue because
Can we lose him?
Dean, I think we've lost him. And did he go AWOL?
He's still in the Discord, but I don't see him I don't see him lighting up.
Well, what do you say? We're seeing if we can get back to him. We'll talk to him a little bit later. I got you, Dean, right here. What do you say?
To G-Stone Motors, I'll do it all for him.
Thank them all here, Dean. It's now your show. Tell us how this Super Dirt Car Series number 79 was able to battle 3-4 wide, inside, outside, slide jobs off the fence. I think you were everywhere but upside down.
When I got in here, I go, guys, you should have seen the race behind you. And between me, Clay, and Brewer, and then Matt Barber was right behind us too. And it was all out battle. I think we had the gloves off, and Clay is so good, and Mike is so good, and they were making different lanes work. And I was just married to the top. I was going to stay there, and a couple times I did do a little bit of a slider block myself because I knew they were going to do a slider. So. Sometimes you gotta take the momentum away, or else they're gonna go by you and then take off. But I knew we were doing the same thing as well. Clay was throwing the sliders and trying to make sure I couldn't cut down underneath, and he did that clean and did it right. And it had to be fun to watch, though. That was fun to be in. But man, we talk about how Shane, when he does his Twitch, how he doesn't breathe. I don't think I breathed for that 25 laps or so that we went nonstop.
Oh, I'm sure, because I couldn't take a breath because we had to watch you guys. It was probably one of the best battles. We locked it on you guys for quite a while. We didn't even bother looking at Dylan Kinsey, who was out front. Do you think if you wouldn't have been battling 3 wide, you would have had anything to go up there and battle with Kinsey and Roselli there on that long run along with Bachman?
No, because when I was running 4th, I was going all out, and those guys caught me. So I didn't have nothing for the top 3. I was just hoping to stay top 5. After I ran that heat, I thought I had a good car, but they were better than I was. They were making parts of the track work that I can't. I can't run the middle and the bottom that well, and I always run the top. So I just went right to the top, hoping maybe they'll come in before they see it, and I could sneak up on them and stuff like that. So I just stayed up there, but. Yeah, I think it was a 4th place car, and the only reason why I got 3rd is because, Anthony and Sam think it was each other's fault. Sam mic'd up and said sorry, and I think he let off to let Anthony get by him, and he felt bad, and here's Anthony saying he felt bad. So, but you know what? That's what the 802 is all about. Here's 2 guys running all out, and they running clean as they can, and this is going to happen when you do sliders and stuff. And they both thought it was their fault, and it wasn't. Probably it wasn't anyone's fault. But that's the class that we have in this league, and it's fun to be part of it.
God bless.
Look, the cat released the guy's tongue over here. What do you say, Dean? We let you say who's on the good old looking. I mean, this is the first time I think I've seen this paint scheme. So what do you say? Who's on the side of all of it?
Well, I got to thank the guys from Full Throttle Motorsports, and it's just a great bunch of guys to hang out with, and we're proud to have a lot of the members in this league, and it just shows what talent we have in the team. And we don't race a lot, like Dylan says. He hasn't raced in 2 weeks because he plows here in upstate New York, and we've had record snowfall, and he's putting in 20-hour days and everything, and he's keeping the roads clear for people to travel safe. And then he pops back in. I think this is his 3rd race since he came back, and he puts it on the podium in Victory Lane. So it shows you what we have in this team. And congratulations to Anthony on his 2nd place, and we do wish him well in the real life racing. Hopefully, maybe he'll sneak up to Thunder Mountain and run a few dirt car races too. So, I gotta say that, Anthony. But
we'll see.
It'd be good to have you there, Roger. Thank you and Turn 3 Network for doing the televised broadcast. One of the best going. I know you got to get to work here, so I'll be brief. And then just gotta say thank G-Stone Motors, for their support. And with their support, we got you here televising. We got 3 more weeks left, and and I'm actually gonna be sad to see this league go because I think this is one of the best leagues out there, and we have a lot of fun, but real-life racing is going to get in the way.
Gotta love that real-life racing, but there you have it. Dean Reynolds, his spring and summer is going to be full all the way up till the World Finals at the dirt track at Charlotte as soon as the 802 Racing League here completes its season. Dean Reynolds will finish in P number 3, but race fans, we got to throw it back here to Anthony Roselli. Anthony, we don't want to cut you off. We know you got family, friends, and sponsors out there, so what do you say? We'll give you those couple minutes here to shine. Who do you need to thank for tonight's 2nd place finish?
Thanks, Roger. No, I just got to thank you for the broadcast. You do such a great job. Dean and Rob for putting on this great league. and in G-Stone Motors. Without them though, this great league wouldn't be possible. Thanks for my parents for watching. My fiance thinks all this stuff is crazy. Everyone that's on the cars, and every single competitor out there. I always look forward to this every Tuesday.
There you have it. He was one of your podium finishers here tonight. Anthony Roselli will finish P number 2. Was Kinsey coming across the line here tonight? Picked up his heat race win. Picked up the 35-lap feature here tonight at the Eldora Speedway. Anthony Roselli finished P number 2 with Dean Reynolds in 3rd. Sam Bachman across the line in 4th with Clay Christensen rounding out the top 5. All results here tonight from the Eldora Speedway, of course, unofficial. But now that Eldora's in the books, well, we're going to add 5 laps. We're going to head back to Florida. It was nice here in Eldora here today, actually, if you looked at the weather in real life. Beautiful in Ohio and over there Eldora and here in Pennsylvania. But Florida is where it is. This time of year, Volusia is nice. Virtually, it's always nice, though. That's the great thing about the iRacing.com platform. We're headed to Volusia next week before we head to the dirt track at Charlotte, and then we're headed to New York. I can tell you, race fans, there's no snow virtually at the Oswego Speedway. That's where we're going to wrap things up on, well, I told you, April the 1st. It's not a joke. We're headed to Oswego. But for everybody at the 802 iRacing League, everybody at G-Stone Motors, and all of us here from the Turn 3 Racing Network, we hope you enjoyed tonight's virtual show from the Eldora Speedway. And until we catch you next time, race fans, everybody stay safe. And we'll see you in Turn 3.
Here's to our country markets, to the moms and the pops, to the 3 generations strong, to the lifeblood of our communities, for prepping our meals and lending a hand through the good times and challenging times.
I'll be there when you need me. You can count on it every time.
Thank you for always being there for us. Your friends at G-Stone Motors.